Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to take an SVG from Inkscape and import it into Blender and extrude it. It's really not that hard, so let's get started. So you want to go into Inkscape and draw something real simple. I'm just going to make a circle and make a smiley face. Get those eyes spaced. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Then you can take the Bezier tool and draw a little mouth. Stretch that down. And then, you know what, that's actually not going to work. I'm going to delete that. Zoom in a little bit here. And I'm going to actually draw a rectangle for his mouth. And then path, object to path, and that's going to make it so we can edit it with the node tool. So then bring that down a little bit, bring that down to match the curve. Going to edit it how you like. I'm going to be round. Why not? That looks kind of cool. Okay. Or we could make a screaming face. Why don't we do that? Okay. Looks pretty cool. Now, I'm going to center that on the bottom. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then make the eyes a little bigger. Delete that one and copy this one so that they're the same. Move them up a little bit. If you want, you could even put a little eye inside of that eye. That looks good. I'm going to Control G to group those. And then I guess just delete that one. Copy that. And bring it over. There we go. Now if you want, I'm just going to add some spiky hair. And there we go. I like that. Now I'm going to union these two together. And you can see that, like, right there, they aren't touching. But they need to be touching for it to do a proper union. So I'm just going to bring the hair down a little bit. And then select the circle, path, union. And there, got some spiky hair. That looks pretty cool. And these eyes. You know what, I'm not actually sure if we're going to be able to transfer those little eyeballs into his face, but fine with that. We're going to path difference that, so it should make a hole in it. I want to make sure this is on the bottom layer and this is on the top layer, and it won't do it unless if it's grouped. So we just aren't going to put that little eyeball in. I'm going to actually go ahead and delete those. And then select the head and the eye, path, difference. And do that to the other eyeball. Path, difference. Difference. And see, there is a case of that. The face has to be on the bottom layer, and the eye has to be at the top layer. So let's go ahead and difference it. Make sure they're not grouped. Oh, I think that was the problem. There we go. Now there's still that mouth. Go ahead and difference the mouth. Now we have one solid face that's one piece. Now you're going to want to go Control-Shift-D, and that's going to open up your document properties, and you're going to want to expand the resize page to content, and that'll just take that border and put it around it. You're going to want to save it as let's just do face. Caps lock is on. Let's do face. Save it there. Now we can go ahead and go into Blender and delete your square, and then go up to File, Import Scalable Vector Graphic, SVG, and then go into your desktop, and there's face. So double click on the face, and you'll see it's very small down there. But that doesn't really matter, we can just select that and click S. S will let it so you can scale it up. I'm gonna scale that face up a little bit, and then right click on it again and do Alt C. And that'll bring up convert to, and you can choose what you want to convert it to. But for this, we're gonna do mesh from curve metasurf text. That's the second option. Once you do that, you can go into edit mode, or you can just click tab, and that'll take you to edit mode too. And A to select everything, and then extrude region, or you could just click the letter E, and see how that's hollow. That's not what we want. So I actually did something wrong in the inkscape file. So we can just delete that, and then see, you don't want it to be a stroke. Forgot about that. You want it to be one solid piece, and then just take away the stroke and resize the page to drawing your selection again and save it. Now go into Blender, File, Import, SVG, Face. And then select it. Don't do that. Okay, select it, S to scale it up. Go ahead and scale it up. Right click on it again, and then Alt C, second option, metasurf text. Now we can go into edit mode, reselect it. You can see what that basically did is turned it to a bunch of different nodes and stuff. So now we can extrude, and it'll extrude straight up. And now right now we're in edit mode, and then there. And now from here you can do whatever you want. I'm going to deselect everything, and since it's black, the light won't really reflect off of it at all. Change back to object mode, go over to here to these settings, and go to your material settings. Now you can click on that so you can go to the color wheel and see it's all the way down here in black. You want to bring it up to the white, and you can choose what color you want. I'm just going to go with, we could just make him blue. Make a blue one. Now you could add a bunch of different things like the tune, or all these different options. Or you could change what the shape is. Let's go with a monkey. And that looks like a pretty cool color. So we're gonna stay with that one. That looks pretty cool. Now if you go into edit mode, you could select all these. Now there is a shortcut for that, but we aren't going to do that. But if you'd wanted to, you could select all the edges, and then bevel it, or whatever you wanted to do. But there's a pretty simple way of drawing something in Inkscape and importing it into Blender pretty easily. Now that's just about it. So if you want, you can click 0 on the numpad, and it'll bring you to your camera view. And you might not like where that is. I don't. So I'm going to move it over so it's facing right at him. And then you can just click 0 to see how it looks. That looks pretty good. Except I'm just going to bring it up a little bit. Let's make it a little better. Move it around just to get it how you want it, and that's good. So now we're gonna go up. Well, I mean, if you wanted it to render really fast, just go right there to that view, and it'll show you. But that's not from where the camera is, and it's not quite as good. So if you go to render image, Then it'll render it up real fast depending on how complicated your part is. We're not doing animation. And that looks pretty cool. So that's how you take a file from Inkscape and you import it into Blender, which is really useful for just drawing something really quick, importing it in fast. And I hope this video was useful. If it was, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.